our spirited segment. I think you'll enjoy what Jack has to share with us. It really is an amazing story. How important has faith been in your life, and how has it changed as your career and your life has progressed?
Well, I have always believed in God, and I grew up, my mother was Catholic, but she married, after she got excommunicated, she married a Presbyterian. I went to Sunday school my whole life, and I was very much, sang in the church choir. I sang a part of Jesus in the Easter pageant, verily I say unto you. I often thought I might just write that as a book someday. But seriously, what for me, faith was very important growing up. And then what happened is I went off to college, and I was introduced to a whole lot of other social systems and things. I kind of became an agnostic for a while. Wasn't sure, so my faith was challenged. And but what happened for me, I was actually in a yoga class of all things, and we were meditating at the end. And as I just, my heart opened up, and there was this pure awareness that the universe was spirit. That there was God, that God created it, that it was all one. And I remember driving home, and it was almost like hallucinating. The trees were singing. I mean, it was like everything was alive. And so what had been a belief turned into a knowing. Like a lot of people will say, do you believe in God? No, I don't believe in that. It's like saying, no, I believe that my wife exists. I know my wife exists. So I know that God exists. Most of my life I've been a Christian, but I would say now how my faith has evolved is that I'm more ecumenical in my belief that, that all these religions that point to God, I'll tell you a story that really affected me. Someone was saying, like, all these hands are pointing to God. All these people are out at night and they're pointing to the moon. And, everyone was looking up at the moon. And then people began arguing over which hand was the correct hand to point to the moon. And I thought, isn't that ridiculous? It's about the moon. It's about God. Whether you're a Lutheran, a Presbyterian, or even if you're a Hindu or a Buddhist or a Muslim, it doesn't matter to me, because if you're praising God, if you're aligned with God, if you're trying to live with spiritual principles, then as far as I'm concerned, you're a person of God. Now, we can argue theology about Christianity. Is it the only way, the one way, and if you're not, you're going to fry in hell forever, whatever. I don't personally believe that, but it hasn't challenged my faith. So I know I'm not alone. I know that I always have support. I feel I have guardian angels. I feel that I can call upon them as well as God at any point. And I get support, I get answers, I get insights.
Jack, thank you so much for sharing with us. It's been a delight to be with you here in Hawaii. You're just outstanding, and you've just influenced so many people in so many ways. I can't thank you enough.
You're very welcome.